So, again, matter of fact, when I went to go see, go ahead.
Jason Williams, you got burnt, you know, the truck caught on fire with him out here at Bunch Creek.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all heard.
Jason Lewis.
We seen, yes ma'am. We seen him last night and he looked real good.
Oh yeah, I told him I was going to bring him some French's mustard up there when I went to see him. I saw I was going to pour mustard all over his face. He said, I'd rather not. But
Yeah, you can't really tell.
it's good.
I didn't see his hand, but he had a hat on, and I didn't know whether it was him that it happened to. I thought he just like had got a haircut or something.
It's amazing.
It is.
It's amazing. I seen him when his face was swelled about twice the size it normally was. Okay, so there's an inner witness that lets us know. But when your conscience has been, it says through hypocrisy and pretensions of liars, whose conscience have been seared or cauterized, meaning you've done it so much that you've ignored the Holy Spirit talking to you so much that when He's talking, it don't even matter anymore. Now, that's a dangerous place to be, because that is where you step in reprobate territory, and a reprobate can ruin himself before God and never step into heaven.
What's a reprobate?
Somebody don't care. They've got a reprobate mind. Their conscience has been seared, has been cauterized. The Holy Spirit talks to them, and they don't pay any attention. It doesn't even bother them anymore for the Holy Spirit to be convicting them. That kind of person, I get scared to be around that kind of person, because most people tell me.
People just can go by drive-by shootings and then.
Well, even some of those guys.
Doesn't bother them.
But even some of those guys eventually will come around, and they might not tell you what it bothers them when they do it. But somebody's like this, okay, Charles Manson.
He's still not solved.
Right, Charles Manson. I mean, they cut that actress up and took her baby out. I mean, that's some bad stuff.
I was thoroughly shocked that a certain person didn't turn him loose without an office reason.
Oh, I know, yeah. So it's just amazing. So here we go. Let's get back
Ryan
into
Williamson today, or y'all said he killed his 10-month-old baby. Yeah. Sexually abused and killed his own 10-month-old baby. He's one he don't have one.
No.
It's just like the guy they recently, last week, executed a guy in the state of Virginia. And the people were at an uprising because it took 30 minutes behind the curtain before they started the execution. It had to be, painful and this and that and the other to him, but he killed 3 babies with a butcher knife, beat somebody else.
I know. It's crazy. It's like right now, I heard some people protest on like, you build a wall, we'll tear it down. I don't think so. Because there's there can be U.S. guards there, and you're not going to tear that wall down.
And they're pretty good shots.
They're pretty good shots. Well, I heard, did y'all hear about those Border Patrol agents last week? They took out a lot of drug dealers over the wall because the drug dealers were on the other side of the wall in Mexico, and they threw 100 hand grenades over to the Border Patrol agents. And the Border Patrol agents picked them up, pulled the pins, and threw them back and blew them up. Okay, here we go. Every culture, y'all got to know this now, every culture on earth, people worship. Every culture, people worship. They worship something and they have a preoccupation with religion. Do you know that every known civilization, and every civilization they have found this century, every civilization they have discovered has what they call, and this is what I used in an argument I used on the school thesis, was the ark regional or was it worldwide? I mean, the flood, was it regional or worldwide? And I said it was worldwide, and this is one of the reasons why, because every civilization says they have what they call the ark theory. Even you go on the walls and you see a bunch of animals coming in this big boat, and you see the big old rain where they come in, even some of these way on back civilizations they talk about. And also you go over to the Indians, you'll see them talk about the Great White Chief. Come to visit them. Who's the Great White Chief? Okay, Jesus. So it's people worship. And what about this? You go over to some of these faraway lands, and they offer an innocent victim to atone for their bad doing. Okay, where did they get that from? I'm going to tell you where it came from. After the earth was destroyed by flood, there was only Ham, Shem, and Japheth. And if you trace their roots down, you'll see that from their roots, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, one was Mongoloid, one was Negroid, and one was Caucasianoid. And there used to be only 3 classes of people on the earth: Mongoloid, Asians; Negroid, Africa, in that area; and Caucasianoids, Europe. Okay? That's it. And so when they dispersed out, they told about Noah's Ark. So so it was told by mouth. It wasn't written down in places, so they could write them on walls, write them wherever. But again, there it is. Every people have an ark theory. They want to worship. They have a preoccupation with religion. They also have a preoccupation with atonement for their bad deeds by an innocent victim dying. Jesus was the innocent victim. He was the lamb. Okay, so that's pretty there to tell you. God has given us all a conscience. All of us. Now, it's up to us if we want to be seared or not, okay? So here it is. I only got three verses. First, man has a natural desire to be religious. It's natural. Even the atheists are religious. If you say, well, I'm an atheist, and you're not going to change my mind, I know I'm an atheist, and they're religious about it. It's a religion. They even have an atheist religion. If you go to the Pitt Detention Center, you're going to find more than an atheist religion. You go to the Pitt Detention Center, you're going to find demon worshippers, Wiccans. You're going to find Buddhists. The biggest thing we find is, I found some Seventh-day Adventists, but the biggest thing is Muslims that you find. And after the Muslims, there's also Catholics. So, but the biggest thing is Catholics and Muslims. But there's also devil worshippers. I mean, I've had guys tell me, look, you can't help me, I'm a devil worshiper. And I go, well, I can help you if you want, but if you want me to leave you alone, I will. You know, because you have to. That's part of the law. They can't feel like you're harassing them. If they see you're harassing them, they can charge. If anybody feels like that we're harassing them and or leave them out, when we go in and talk, so we got to shake everybody's hand or give them a high five, whatever, is they can charge $20,000 to $50,000 per prisoner that we did not contact.
What
They can prove it.
What is ironic, you know, none of those people are Muslim people in there.
The majority of them aren't. They're overnight converted.
It's like that kid I talked to last week. I told him the best advice I can give you is listen to your grandma, son.
Oh, I know, you did good stuff.
She taught you right.
That's right. Oh, I went there when the guy was up there in the juvies, and he said, and I said, I had a Bible study in my hand, and I had a Bible. I said, you want a Bible study? And he said, no, sir. I'm Kareem from the Nation of Islam. And I said, good to meet you, Kareem from the Nation of Islam. I'm David from Possum Tribe. And he looked at me kind of crazy. I said, would you like a Bible and a Bible study? He said, sure. Can I have one? Yeah. That was overnight conversions. Okay. But I have run into some guys that really knew the Quran really, really good. They knew what they were talking about. And when that happened, you know, I told one of my guys, they were up there, and they were trying to twist my guy up bad. And I won't say which one it was, but he said, you need to talk to my pastor. And I had just preached a couple weeks before on what Islam's about here. And so I got there and I started talking to him. He said, and we started talking about, can you tell me about Adam and Eve? And can you tell me about Moses? And I said, you're Islamic, aren't you? You're a Muslim. Yeah, and he said, but this was an older guy. And he said, yeah, I am. How can you tell? I said, I can spot you all a mile away. The other day, one guy told me, I said, you want a Bible study? And he said, no, I'm from the Nation of Islam. He said, I'm Muslim. And I said, buddy, this has been Muslim tested. This is Muslim friendly. Would you like one? I tried to do this. God, the throw me down on God. And so they don't care if it's Old Testament. They don't want New Testament. And so I try to make sure I bring Old Testament stuff so even the Muslims will take it. And if you're having prayer, and even I don't have time now, we used to have time to sit down and do a Bible study. The Muslims would sit around, get close where they could hear. But when it comes time to pray, they always get in prayer line. So,
Why don't they want to write the New Testament?
because they think Jesus is not the Son of God. Jesus is just a prophet. And
Isn't that what the Jews?
but they take their stuff from the Jews, yeah, like an Orthodox Jew. They take when they wrote their Bible 900 years after Jesus was walking this earth. So what they did is Muhammad took the Old Testament. That's why he's cutting people's heads off, because the Old Testament said go into the land. Joshua and Caleb, all of us, go in there and take the land and kill the infidel. And that's what they're doing. They're taking Old Testament writing, putting it into the Muslim faith. That's why the Antichrist is going to be so easily persuading people that are Christian, because he's going to have two crowns. The way he does 2 crowns to 2 horns is he can take the Muslims, and he can take some kind of form of Christianity, whether it be Catholicism or whatever kind. But all you got to do is deny the deity of Christ. That's it. If you deny the deity of Christ, then the Christians and the Muslims can get together. Because that's what's holding us apart right now. We believe Jesus is the Son of God. They don't. They believe he was a
Well,
prophet.
infidel are the people that don't believe.
Right. They'll believe like they believe. They very much hate our system, and they want to get rid of us so they can bring their system forth. All right, so there's a natural desire to be religious. Paul stood up in the meeting of the Areopagus and said, "Men of Athens, I see that in every way you are very religious." Wow. Even the guys that didn't know who God was, they still were religious. They built shrines to everything they thought could be a God. So again, even the people tell you I don't go to church and I'm not into religion, I'm not in that whole thing. You watch them. You watch them. You watch. First thing, when something bad happens, what's one of the first things people say when it's really, 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 really bad news? Oh my God. You know what that is? That is your spirit within crying out to him. Oh my God. Because I try not to go around saying, oh my God, but when something really, really, really bad happens, I catch myself, oh my God. Okay? Yes, Grace.
I think it's interesting that the King James Version of that says, I perceive that in all things you are too superstitious.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was
They
saying...
translated religious over here.
Yeah, the reason they did that is because that superstitious there, to him it was considered superstitious.